Okay. Hey everyone.
You need to speak up.
Okay.
That was the same exact volume.
Okay.
Is that how you're going to start videos now?
Eric likes to press my buttons. Boop. So week 5.
Not much to talk about, so it's going to probably be more of a quick video. We stayed at Santa Rosa Lake State Park, which is obviously just outside of Santa Rosa. It's a nice little state park. There's really nothing to really see or do there as much. I mean, you can kayak, fish, that kind of stuff. But it is like a 15-minute drive just to get out of the state park. And
to get to the edge of the town.
Yeah. And it was kind of frustrating because we didn't have full hookups. And it's actually our first week not having full hookups. So to drive to the dump station, I've got like a portable tank. Whoa, big bump. Drive to the dump station, it's like a 15-minute drive because it's at the base of the park. So that kind of stunk, but it was a nice park as long as you have your own shower, because their showers are only cold showers.
Yeah.
Which would be fine in the summertime, but it was like maybe 70 degrees tops here when we were there.
Yeah.
So it wasn't cold, but it wasn't really warm enough for a ice cold shower. But
people were using them, so must serve the purpose.
And I met an 89-year-old guy that's running away from his daughter, so we won't be putting him in a nursing home.
So watch out, Pam. There's another idea. Just kidding.
He had me level his camper for him. It was off, so it wasn't comfortable to sleep in, and he was talking to me for a while. Really nice guy, but it was just kind of funny when he said that. But we also met some people from Denmark, and they were nice. They didn't know what a tarantula was. They showed us a picture of one, said it was right over there.
She said, "What is this?" We said, "Well, that is a tarantula."
Yep. We never saw one. I haven't seen a single snake or tarantula or anything like that
yet. Not yet, no.
We've seen a roadrunner, a couple lizards, and that's really about it.
We're driving up into the mountains right now, if you can see behind us, and my ears are so sensitive to the altitude changes. So anyway, Santa Rosa was cool driving there and being there, seeing old historic Route 66. The campground was nice and remote and rustic.
Yeah, which was nice. We kind of like that, but we like to be near a Walmart.
The one good thing that was extra nice about the campground was the playground was right behind our site. And this week there is no playground for like 15 miles where we are. So
yeah, I've got to drive to like a little town.
But Santa Rosa itself, there's not a lot left there there's open.
Basically 2 things to do. The blue hole, which is cool, but it's a hole and it's blue.
And you want to go there when it's hot, because you can't really go in when it's 70 degrees out, because it's a steady, I think 64 degrees, the blue hole is. And it's like a natural spring-fed hole of water from down below, and there's like these caverns underneath the blue hole that they don't even know how deep they are. So it's a really cool place to see.
And it's the only place in the country where you can actually year-round get certified for deep sea diving, because it's the only place that's deep enough where you can do that, apparently.
So
it's neat to see.
It's definitely worth going to, but I wouldn't it's something you see like as you're in passing through Santa Rosa.
That's the main attraction, I think, to Santa Rosa, though, is the blue hole.
Right.
It's a hole, and it's blue, and it's cold.
The only other thing really to do there that we really found was there's a car museum that was kind of neat. They call it a car museum. It's
like a car collection.
Yeah, it's like somebody's car collection. A few of them are for sale, which is kind of cool. But I'll put some video footage of that in right here. It was $5 to get in. It was worth kind of checking out for a quick. I was probably only there for like a half an hour. But there's some cool cars. They had an old, what was it? An old Bronco that was really cool. That was worth seeing. That was like my favorite thing. And Blythe said, "This one's my favorite," and it was an old Impala, and she posed by it. I'll put that picture right over her face right now.
Sorry for the movement.
Yeah, we don't really have like a camera mount in here, so this is kind of difficult. But so anyway, Santa Rosa, really it's the Blue Hole is the main attraction. There's not much else to do. If you're grocery shopping there, the Dollar General, well, Dollar General wasn't really that great. The Family Dollar was pretty good. There is a small grocery store there. They didn't have a ton of options. Their meat selection was pretty good, and they had like a real butcher there, it seemed like. But that was about it. So there wasn't really anything to see, do. You're like almost 2 hours to the nearest Walmart. The nearest Walmart was what, Santa Fe? Yeah,
so that we ended up leaving Santa Rosa a day early to work in a little side adventure.
To go see Santa Fe.
To see Santa Fe and go to Walmart to go full grocery shopping and stock up.
We stayed at a, what'd you call it, Hip Camp?
So Hip Camp is a website that we haven't used yet, but I ended up using because Santa Fe is like, I don't know, like an hour outside of Albuquerque, and the Albuquerque Hot Air Balloon Festival is going on while we're here, and everyone keeps asking us, are you gonna go to the Hot Air Balloon Festival? But we decided we didn't want to fight the crowds with Creature and Blythe. It's hard moving around with Creature because she's a senior dog, so we decided to skip the Hot Air Balloon Festival and go to Santa Fe for the day, which Santa Fe apparently is like the overfill area for where people stay for the Hot Air Balloon Festival because it's just that big. So I thought we were going to be able to like escape the crowds by going to Santa Fe, but it was still really crowded there because people go to the Hot Air Balloon Festival really early in the morning and then go do something during the day, which was Santa Fe for a lot of people who are staying there.
To actually like get on the little bus that takes you to the balloon festival where they go off, you've got to be there like at 4 o'clock in the morning. So getting a toddler, a dog, and somebody else out the door at 4, probably really realistically 2 o'clock in the morning to get to Albuquerque in time to find a parking spot and everything else, just probably wouldn't work out. Just the logistics weren't there. We wanted to go, but it was just one of those things like if you're not staying nearby, it's really hard to get there in time. And
for everything. Us, not for everybody. But.
Yeah. So
anyway, then we found out later that people who did go that morning didn't even get to really see the balloons take off because there was some winds. So even though it was a really clear day, they didn't take off. So
it was actually really foggy, and that was part of the reason too.
So it was a bust anyway, like for that day, and that would have been the day we would have gone.
And that's another thing about the balloon festival is it's like, well, I want to go, and you get up at like 2 o'clock in the morning, you get there by 4 to get on the bus to get to the area where they go off by like 4:30, 5 o'clock, and you might just see them like light up the balloons and that's it, and they might not even take off.
Right.
So it's kind of
that's an extra reason to want to be staying really close, so you don't have all that back and forth and wasted time.
Yeah.
So anyway, we were really glad that we ended up making that decision. But Santa Fe was so cool. We really enjoyed exploring Santa Fe.
They're very dog friendly.
It's extremely dog friendly, but it's also like it's kind of like hoity-toity.
It's very pinkies up.
It's very fancy.
It's basically like the main thing to see in Santa Fe is like the little art district where they sell all their really, 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 really expensive jewelry and art.
It's called Canyon Road, and it's a historic art district, basically, like Eric said. There's really nice restaurants and really nice art galleries and studios. I think there's like 40 galleries and studios just in that short walk that you can do there. And then Santa Fe Plaza is I guess like half a mile away, and that is where all the it's another historic area, and that's where all the shops are, and there's more galleries and art studios down there too. But closer to the plaza is where you can see some historic churches, the Loretto Chapel.
Is that the one with the staircase?
That's the one with the mysterious staircase, which is really cool to see. Even if you're not, religious, it's cool to see from an architectural standpoint. But it is really an amazing, magical place. We're stopping. It's really beautiful here. We're going to stop.
We're going to finish up the video quick, and then I'm going to take a couple pictures because it is really gorgeous right here.
Anyway, so the Loretto Chapel, and then there's a cathedral, historic cathedral. We saw as much as we possibly could right in Santa Fe, and then
you got to get a burger with the green chilies,
which we did.
That's like their staple, and it's pretty good.
It was good, yeah.
So
it wasn't super spicy, which I don't like very
no,
spicy.
it just adds like a good flavor to it. It's not like hot or spicy or anything crazy.
And I stumbled upon this really cute non-profit shop that I liked, and I got something cute for my new nephew that's coming.
Tibet thing or something like that.
The Tibet
Mission
project.
to Tibet or Tibet project.
Anyway, I'll try and find the website if they have one and put it in the link, because that place was really cool. And actually, that was on the really fancy area where I would have never been able to afford anything in any of those shops, but I stumbled upon that place.
You can adopt a yak.
you can adopt a yak for
$99.
$99.
And they make a little plate that they put on a plaque for you. But
that was cool. So anyway, it's just a really awesome place to go. I kind of wish we could have stayed there, but the campgrounds are so expensive right there.
Well, even the hip camp thing that we did, which was just staying at a guy's house who had full hookups and like a site set up, it was $40 for the night.
More there for one night than Santa Rosa State Park for a week.
Yeah. We do have the state park pass though, so that's why it's so cheap to stay at the state parks here.
So that was a tough decision because we were like looking at the costs, and I thought, you know what, we just have to do this. I really wanted to see Santa Fe, so I'm glad we did that.
But it split up the weekend drive too, because we had 4 hours to drive, so Santa Fe was halfway.
4 hours non-towing.
Yeah.
So then there's one more place we have to talk about, and then we can go take pictures of what's over here because this is really pretty. So we spent the night in Santa Fe at the hip campsite. Went to Walmart, and then the next day, another stop we made was Ghost Ranch, which I was on my New Mexico bucket list. I really wanted to see it. Eric almost killed me on the way up because the road on the way up was terrifying with the camper. Really narrow, drops off on either side. It looks like it's a one-way road, but it is two-way. So anyway, that was really scary. I think we took a short video on that. We'll see if we can splice it.
Yeah, we got some pictures and stuff we'll put in. They had the City Slickers cabin there.
Eric was excited about that, so we watched City Slickers afterwards. But that place is awesome.
And City Slickers is on the Roku channel right now, so you can watch it. It's a good movie. I don't care if you like Billy Crystal or not. It's a good movie. Watch it.
Why wouldn't you
with
like
Curly?
Billy Crystal? Anyway, Ghost Ranch was so awesome. Definitely worth the stop, and just the drive alone from really Santa Rosa to Santa Fe, and then Santa Fe to where we are now is just amazing. And
Ghost Ranch has like a cafeteria you can eat at. They've also, like 15 movies have been filmed there or something like that.
Yeah.
They've got tons of hikes, and Chimney Rock is there. So Chimney Rock is one of the hikes that you can check out, which is like one of the big rock formations that's really kind of famous in this area.
Which just a teeny tiny hike bothered me because of the altitude, and I think you would have to really be careful for that reason alone if you're not used to the altitudes, if you're going to hike.
We're at like 7,200 feet right now,
which
so it's...
You can see I'm like out of breath right now. It's like I'm pregnant. I'm so out of breath. But anyway, we saw a worker there who gave us a lot of really good tips about things to do while there and in New Mexico. And people here are just really nice. But Ghost Ranch, definitely a place to stop. I would even say it's a place to somewhere I would want to camp and go to again.
Yeah, they do have a campground there too. It's expensive though.
It is expensive.
It's like $45 a night or something like that.
So, and it, like I said, if you're going to camp there, beware because it's hard to get in and out of there with a big camper. So that, I guess, wraps up week 5.
Yep. And we'll show you the view that we have right now on our drive, and we will see you next time. You got to do your bye.
Oh, bye guys.